to you, Doug.
Thank you, Dean. Dean Borg and Dick Trotter are doing our floor reports, keeping track of what's happening on the matches we aren't able quite to reach. We're going now to 135 pounds, and we're at the 3A weights here during the middle. Boy, we have another of these outstanding young wrestlers here in Will Kelly.
Will Kelly can do it all. He's going for his 3rd title, and I'll tell you, when you talk about somebody that's good on your feet, you can do it with a capital F-E-E-T, and there's Dan Gable. I'm sure he's interested in Will Kelly.
He's from Dubuque, Wahlert, and his opponent is from Marshalltown. His coach is Phil Henning. This is Chris Lucan. Chris Lucan going up against Will Kelly. As you said in the opening tonight, Tim, Kelly's been all over the world. He's been good enough to wrestle in lots of foreign countries already. Kelly of Dubuque, Wahlert is on the left in the blue against Chris Lucan of Marshalltown, who was unable to score on an outside shot. The referee, by the way, is Larry Blaker of Perry.
Go, guys.
In the 1A division, we have Fritz Baier of Griswold, undefeated, against Corey Davis of Wapsie Valley of Fairbank, undefeated. 80 wins apiece between them this year, 81. And in 2A, it's Joey Beaver of Knoxville against undefeated Greg Breeding of Winterset. So Winterset continues in there. No score here at 3A between Lucan in the red from Marshalltown, Will Kelly of Dubuque.
See Will Kelly come in. He changed his levels real well, and he was in on the legs. Then he came up and was looking for that half, and Bararm just to throw him over there for the pin, and they went out of bounds.
Go, guys.
Out they go. Larry Blaker will bring them back in again. Chris Lucan, coached by Phil Henning. Will Kelly by Tom Horton.
Well, front headlock by Will Kelly. Coming around, trying to come around the side, hook that leg for 2 points. If he can flip the head, he does.
2-0.
Like I said, he's a takedown artist. He's going to stay on his feet as long as he's allowed to, and if he can pin him from the feet, great.
Two-minute first period is about
That's how you use the arm.
30 seconds from ending here.
That's how you use it.
2-0 in favor of undefeated Will Kelly.
Undefeated the last 3 years, Doug.
91 straight wins, and that's something.
That's how you use it.
Against some pretty good competition, too.
Got the arm bar right here, then he throws the half to the other side, putting a lot of pressure. When you're on the underneath there and somebody's got an arm bar and you're jumping from side to side and you feel that pressure, it's scary, because now all he's trying to do underneath, Lucan, is not get pinned. And then you can't wrestle your best.
Right. You just have to stay flat.
That's right.
That's the end of the first period. 2-0 in favor of Kelly.
Goes you, Red.
And in 1A, it's 2-0 with 24 seconds left in the first period in favor of Corey Davis from Wapsie Valley over Fritz Baier from Griswold. And in 2A, it's 2-1 in favor of Joey Beaver from Knoxville over Greg Breeding from Winterset with only 13 seconds left.
Well, as soon as the whistle blew to start the second period, where Lucan decided to start up, Kelly took Lucan down. He got a lead 4-0, and now he has
No, you're out of bounds.
almost his third takedown, 4-2 now.
What do you think? I didn't think there was two. I thought there was two. Well, you think it's still red? I think there's
Listen to the referee's
neutral. Okay, we're going to go neutral. We're going to go neutral. No points.
No points scored here. The referees discussed and decided together that there were no points. And he points there, and you see that, whoa, that arm coming through. They're saying that Lucan did not have control, that Will Kelly was coming out slowly, but coming out all the time. And Phil Henning's not quite convinced.
No.
Not quite at all, and I think he's...
Phil's an old referee.
Right.
You've seen him referee many times. National man here on Iowa Public Television's college wrestling.
Neutral.
Okay, neutral. 4-1 is the score. 4-1 in favor of Kelly in the blue from Dubuque Wahlert.
Kelly was controlling the elbow right there. Then he stuffed the head, and he likes to work the head a lot. Look for openings, drop underneath. Like I said, has great hips.
Minute and a half to go in the second period. 4-1, Kelly. You can tell he's very confident on his feet.
Stay inside, red man.
Now, I think that if Lucan had his brothers, he'd take that move back and do something else, because he got a little bit of opposition on the edge of the mat, and Kelly gets his third takedown, 6-1. Kelly up 6-1 with a minute and 5 seconds to go. That's Chris Lucan. As you say, Tim, he goes side to side on top. You don't know where he's coming from next. Has the leg in.
Use it. Keep it flat.
As we said, Kelly has had a lot of national honors. He's a cadet national champion and a two-time state freestyle champion. And he loves to work the arms when he's on top. Look at, he's got the far arm right here, and he's trying to force him over. Steps out in front. When you see a young man step out in front and then he try to whip over, didn't work, but you know that they're full of confidence.
Yes. You're listening to Tim Johnson. I'm Doug Brown on Iowa Public Television.
See, that was hip action right there. Lucan really had the move right there. He was coming up for a reversal, and all Will Kelly did was just used his hips well, knew where his body was, came right back on top.
Tough crossface by Kelly. Wanted to bring the knee up and cradle him. Take the head back down to the knee. See him?
Go, guys.
But we're at the end of the second period now. 6-1 in favor of Will Kelly.
And in 2A, it's 6-2 in favor of Greg Breeding from Winterset over Joey Beaver from Knoxville going into the third period.
On their feet again. The man on the right leads by 5, 6-1. 24th annual coverage of Iowa High School Wrestling Championships on Iowa Public Television. Another takedown for Kelly. 8-1 now.
Watch how you use
69th annual state championships here for the Iowa
Watch the wing.
High School.
I mean, we missed 45 of them, huh, on TV. Well, I suppose 69 years ago there weren't too many TV sets. We'd have had a rather small audience.
Here he's got an armbar tilt. He's got the forearm trapped
and 4, 5.
Here Larry Blaker count. He got a 3-point near fall by counting the 5.
Coming across, trapping the near wrist, an arm bar, and then coming back, sitting through for a tilt.
Okay, you got
making it 8-1 with only a minute left.
It's actually 11-1 now.
11-1 with a minute left.
Keep her flat now. Keep it flat.
Boy, has a lot of control there on the top. Sits on top like he's saying, come on, you show me what you want to do because I'll react to it.
He didn't mind going up too high.
Got a red man. We got to work down there. Red man, you got to stall him.
Very dominant. The official called the Lucan for stalling. You know, what I see right here is a very overpowering young man named Will Kelly, and I don't know whether the young man was stalling underneath. He's just trying to survive.
Potentially dangerous.
Okay.
You know, one of our favorite trivia questions that many wrestling fans know all about is, we're talking about that 69 years, that very first team, who we always say, who was listed as the coach for Marshalltown High School that year they won the championship?
Yeah, and I'll tell you, there's not a trivia person out there that hasn't seen it would ever guess it.
That's right.
Adolph Rupp.
The man is Adolph Rupp, who was a coach at Kentucky in basketball for legendary years.
And Rupp Arena is not used for wrestling, I can guarantee you that.
Is that right? Not anymore. Okay, here's Kelly on top, 11-1, and the match is just about to end. He has won his third championship.
Oh, congratulations. What a dominant wrestler. Will Kelly, 3 state titles.
Shake hands, guys.
He has defeated Chris Lucan, 11-1 here.
Go around the other side.
In the 3A 135-pound class, which we're bringing to you live on Iowa Public Television. We still have a little time left.
And Winterset gets their second state champion in a row here with Greg Breeding winning it for Winterset over Joey Beaver from Knoxville, 8-3.
And now we're going to go to 1A, Tim, because that one's still going with a minute and 50 to go in the third period. The leader, 6-0, is Corey Davis over Fritz Baier. These are undefeated, both men, 81-0 between them. Somebody has to have his first loss of the year.
Fritz Baier, one of the winningest wrestlers in the history of the sport here in Iowa, and kind of having it not go his way right now.
Well, that's something.
Coached by his dad, Steve Baier.
Corey Davis, up
coached by
6.
his dad, Chris Davis.
Yep. Isn't that something? Father-son teams on both sides of the mat here. And this is Davis of Wapsie Valley Fairbank. The official, by the way, out there is Dwight Spangler from Bettendorf. And Davis doing a dominating performance on top, leads 6-0 with just about 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. We've done 2 135-pound matches that are already done. The 3A, which we showed you and complete, was won by Will Kelly for his 3rd title. Earlier, you know, tonight, Juergens won his 3rd title from Maquoketa, can go for 4 next year, and Jason Keenan became a 4-time champion.
Corey Davis doing a nice job of controlling up until this point, and now you got Fritz Baier. Oh.
That is an illegal hold. Yes, I think he did call him for a headlock without the arm. Or I should say a head scissors, and I think there's a disagreement between the officials on whether that actually happened. You have to, if you're going to put the figure 4, the scissors on the head with your leg, you have to have the arm in it. And he didn't, but I'm not quite sure he had it locked up. We'll see. That's Mike Allen discussing it with Dwight Spangler.
Here's a replay right here.
Look.
Fritz Baier coming out, looking to kind of finish it like a Granby. So he comes into the position, and to stop that move, we've got Corey Davis hooking the head illegally, according to Dwight Spangler. 1 point, but really, it worked if they put... It will be interesting to see what happened here. If they call it reversal for Baier and a point, now we're 6-3, and that's what it is.
Yes, it is.
3-point move. 3-point shot there in the wrestling arena here.
Yes, it was.
Now it's 7-3. Baier says, I got to let him go, and I got to win it on my feet.
But Davis is in quick. He has the takedown. He has the leg in, and it's dangerous, says Dwight Spangler. I don't like that position, so he's going to bring him back to the middle again. 9-3.
Quickly, 3 points for Davis right there with an escape and a takedown.
Boy, he gets
back
that leg in a hurry, doesn't
That's
he?
right. He's a pounder on top.
Corey Davis
does a nice job of really flattening out Baier right here. Davis does a nice job of riding. He's tough on top.
Did you mention, Tim, that they haven't met this year, but they did last year, and Davis won it. They met last year in the tournament, and Corey Davis was the winner then. He is leading here 9-3 with 20 seconds to go. Oh, boy, that one is a tough position.
It's a score. It's a score.
Right from the feet.
Got 2
reversal.
points. He got 2 points back, and then Baier got a reversal. So 2 points back point.
11-5.
Right. Champion,
And
Corey Davis, for his dad, Chris Davis, and Wapsie Valley Fairbank.
Corey Davis, the champion, and he finishes an undefeated year. Fritz Baier loses for the first time in 44 matches. Finishes second. And he had won 157 in a row. And he won it in an overtime on a pin. Let's go to Dick Trotter.
At 140. Class 1A bout. Pat Rupp, Belle Plaine, Bobby
Titles in a row from Winterset, Justin Jeps, and now Greg Breeding has defeated Joey Beaver by the margin of 8-3. So 2 titleists in a row, and there you see a very happy Greg Breeding after his victory. Now let's go to Dean with a guest. Well, this is Will Kelly of
Rounds 1A.
Elliot Nielsen, Lorenz Northwest. 4th place, John Gaffey, Pocahontas. 3rd place, Troy Pasenka, Gilbertville, Don Bosco. Runner-up, Fritz Baier, Griswold. And the Class 1A 135-pound champion from Wapsie Valley Fairbank, Corey Davis.
Getting the medal from his dad. Oh, how sweet it is.
Although he would have taken it from anybody.
It's got to be real special.
Yes, it does.
I hope that someday maybe my son could be up there and I could have that opportunity. I bet every father would love that opportunity.
Now, the 2A winners come up, the top 6 places at 100 and
Presenting the Class 2A
35
135-pound awards, Coach Gary Christensen of Winterset.
By the way, the sixth place winner there
Jason
was
Hayden,
from
Osage.
Osage.
5th place, Ryan Sunderbrook, Davenport Assumption. 4th place, Brian Balvans, Marion. 3rd place, Dave Hackman, New Hampton. Runner-up, Joey Beaver, Knoxville. And the Class 2A 135-pound champion from Winterset, Greg Breeding.
Greg Breeding, 135-pound, double-A champion, 135 pounds. The only man to beat an opponent with electric hair tonight, too, by the way. Special little touch put in there by Joey Beaver of
Presenting the
Knoxville.
Class 3A 135-pound awards, Coach Tom Horton of Dubuque Waller. 6th place, Eric Schmidt, Clarinda. 5th place, Mike Dark, Cedar Falls. 4th place, Tony Scigliano, West Des Moines Dowling. 3rd place, Curtis Johnson, Clinton. Runner-up, Chris Lucan, Marshalltown. And the Class 3A 135-pound champion from Dubuque Waller, Will Kelly.
3-time champion, Will Kelly. What a way to end his high school career. Let's go to Dean Board.